Back live at Monza, just outside Milan, Italy, where, as has become tradition, the fans, the tifosi, and all their thousands are allowed to take over the racetrack and the pit lane, awaiting the podium ceremonies. And the podium is placed right out over the racetrack. Here they come. Robert Kubica, Kimi Räikkönen, and then the darling of this enormous crowd, Michael Schumacher. It'll be interesting to see who steps up to accept the Constructors' Trophy on behalf of Ferrari. Will it be Ross Brawn?
Just look at that mob scene down there. What a great spot to be. Here he is.
Boy, he is looking very emotional.
Yes, he has paid an awful lot of money by the team sponsor. Jean Todt is up there, perhaps Michael's biggest ally at Ferrari, the most political of Formula One teams.
I wish we could get a closer shot of Michael, because he looked incredibly emotional as he was walking towards the podium.
Time for the anthems. Savor the moment. Well, one thing you notice is that Robert Kubica gives hope to all the tall young race drivers out there. He's nearly as tall as Michael, and he's standing on the lowest step of the podium.
Yeah, and Michael's not short, as racing drivers go. Getting a great big cut there from Antonio Di Pietro. There's that jump at last. He was a bit subdued going up there. As Steve said, he's very emotional. Obviously, you could read all sorts of things into this. He put his arm on Kimi Räikkönen's shoulder there. Was he saying, well, it's obviously best with the parabolic of this car. You'll find that out next year.
Right. Get used to the Italian anthem.
Yeah. And here is Jean Todt standing to the left of the screen, accepting the Constructors' Trophy. That's a beautiful trophy, too.
Yeah. Jean Todt has a decision to make about his own future. He's at the end of his contract with Ferrari. And I imagine Michael's decision may weigh somewhat heavily in Jean Todt.
I think if Michael goes, I think Jean Todt will go. I just somehow think.
And how about Ross Brawn and Rory Byrne and the rest of that team that has brought Ferrari back to glory?
But I'll tell you what, Robert Kubica on the right there, what a story. His third race on the podium. 22 years old.
Facially, he kind of resembles James Weaver, the sports car driver.
That's a bit.
It's
all the same sort of look, too.
Yep. If he just grew his hair a little longer, they'd be twins separated at birth. Except James is a lot older.
And look at the crowd. Wow. Look at these two guys.
Yeah, we tend to forget that when Michael and Jean Todt came to Ferrari in the mid-90s, they struggled for a while.
Yeah.
They did not win race after race and title after title.
Michael's not touching that champagne. He's just holding on to Jean Todt there.
Yeah. What What is Michael going to do with his champagne?
He's going to do a solo act. No, he's going to drop it to the
full bottle, unsprayed.
Ooh, that could hurt. What the heck? Let me host somebody down here. Yeah. It would be a shame if this season, if in fact it is Michael Schumacher's last, is tarnished by the events of the weekend, or in fact the events of the season in the stewards' rooms. The penalties, the trips to the International Court of Appeals on issues like mass damper systems and whatnot. It should be about what the men like those, do on the racetrack every weekend. We'll be back.